Welcome everybody. This is another video here on my YouTube channel. This is Justin Bowling here, and before we get on to the birthday celebration or the birthday bash, this is going to be another video here. Thank you all for the happy birthday wishes that I got yesterday, and the birthday specials and everything else that you've done for me. Thanks. Anyway, now let's get back onto this collection video, which is going to be my PS3 collection. We're going to start things off with AC/DC Live Rock Band, which I also have on the Nintendo Wii. Oh. There we go. Up next is Batman Arkham Asylum, which this game, along with another one, had been remade on the PS4, which I have that also. And that other game is Arkham City. Now, this is the Game of the Year edition of the PS3 version that I have, as you can see. There's also a Game of the Year edition, I believe, out for the 360. Up next, Bejeweled 3. I know Rodney would. I think Rodney has this on his PS3 collection. He might. I'm sure he's played it. Now, if you know me, you know I'm a big fan of this franchise, Castlevania, and this is Lords of Shadow, which I also have on the 360. And I also have its sequel, Lords of Shadow 2. And again, I also have this on the 360. Yep. I'm a pretty big Castlevania fan. Even though the Lords of Shadow series is a different timeline, I think. It tells a completely different story. Anyway, next is Guitar Hero 5, which is also out on the PS2, I think maybe the Wii also, maybe the 360. Next one is Guitar Hero Metallica. This one, it has some other songs on here too, like one in particular being The Boys Are Back in Town by Thin Lizzy. And I think Guitar Hero 5 has their song Jailbreak, Thin Lizzy version. And up next is one that I've only played a little bit of, and that is Guitar Hero Warriors of Rock. Now, there is a new Guitar Hero game for the PS4 and the Xbox One. It might be out on PS3 and 360, but probably not. Maybe it is, actually. But the guitar controller is really different. Up next is the Ico Shadow of the Colossus collection, or Eco, as some would put it. Yeah, these are a couple games that were originally out on the PS2, which I don't have the PS2 versions, but I have them on the PS3. Up next, if you're a fan of these games on the PS2, then you might want to consider checking this out. It is a remastered HD collection of the Jak and Daxter franchise, which I have all of the PS2 Jak games, and also I have the PSP game Daxter, which came with my first PSP. But yeah, this is really good if you like to play Jak and Daxter, and you want to play them like in high definition. Up next is Jeopardy, which it's If I know some people are good at this game, but this is probably one of the easier games, though. To be fair. Anyway, next is these are a couple remakes also. Kingdom Hearts 1.5 remix, which has remakes of the Kingdom Hearts, Kingdom Hearts Final Mix, Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories, and Kingdom Hearts 35 8.5 days or something. With HD, and the last one I said was HD remasters and cinematics. And the next one is Kingdom Hearts 2.5 remix, which this one has Kingdom Hearts 2. It also has Birth by Sleep, and it has HD remastered cinematics of Kingdom Hearts Recoded, which that was originally, I believe, on the Nintendo DS. Up next, I don't think I really played this one too much. My Sims Sky Heroes. I think I got this for Christmas one year, and I don't know, I think I tried it once and didn't really seem to care for it. Up next, now, this is another remake of a series that was originally out on PS2, that started out on PS2. If you're a fan of the first three games of this franchise, you might want to consider getting the Ratchet and Clank HD Collection, which has Ratchet and Clank, Gory Commando, and Up Your Arsenal. And yes, that was the actual title. Up next is probably the worst game in the whole franchise, for me anyway. Full Frontal Assault. I guess this is more like a Dynasty Warriors type game than it is their platformer, but yeah. Here's a good Ratchet and Clank game, though, from the Future series, A Crack in Time, which was probably the first Ratchet and Clank I ever finished. Up next, this is not the original casing, but it's Ratchet and Clank Future Tools of Destruction. But I do still have the original disc, which this is it right here. Up next is Rock Band Classic Rock Track Pack, which the songs on it are Peace of Mind by Boston, Rock and Roll Band by Boston, California Uber Aliens by the Dead Kennedys, Holiday in Cambodia by the Dead Kennedys, All Right Now by Free, Badge of the Bone by George Thorogood, Funk, number 49, The James Gang, Him, Jethro Tull, Let Love Roll, Lenny Kravitz, Hit Me With Your Best Shot, Pat Benatar, Can't Stand Losing You by The Police, Truth Hits Everybody by The Police, Closer to the Heart by Rush, Red Barchetta by Rush, Kiss Them For Me, Suix and the Banshees, Take the Money and Run by the Steve Miller Band, The Joker by the Steve Miller Band, Love Spreads by the Stone Roses, Barbara O'Reilly by The Who, Behind Blue Eyes by The Who. Yeah, not a whole lot of songs, but these track pack games did not really have a whole lot of songs on them. But I think ACDC may have had the most of all the track pack ones, but this is the metal track pack of Rock Band. This one has 2 Weeks by All That Remains, Blinded by Fear by At the Gates, Shockwave by Black Tide, Transmaniacon Mix by Blue Oyster Cult, Waking the Demon, Bullet for My Valentine, Are You Dead Yet, Children of Bodom, Thrasher by Evil, I Stand Alone, and I won't say the band name. DOA, The Haunted, by The Haunted, Master of the Universe by Hawkwind, Levitate by I Mother Earth, Forever by In This Moment, Screaming for Vengeance by Judas Priest, Closer by Lacona Coil, Laid to Rest by Lamb of God, Killed by Death, the '08 version by Motorhead, Hair of the Dog by Nazareth, Pleasing Sounds by Queens of the Stone Age, Bulls on Parade by Rage Against the Machine, and Red Devil by Ewing Malmsteen, however you pronounce that. But this is Rock Band Classic Track Pack. Got one more Rock Band track pack, and it's volume 2. This one has Afterlife by Avenged Sevenfold, Call Me by Blondie, El Sorcho by Weezer, Girl You Want with the Letter U by Devo, Girls Who Play Guitars by Maximo Park, Indestructible by Disturbed, It Hurts by Angels and Airwaves, Just What I Needed by The Cars, Message in the Bottle by The Police, Monkey Gone to Heaven by The Pixies, Rio, Duran Duran, Saints of Los Angeles, Motley Crue, Simple Man by Lynyrd Skynyrd, Snow, Hey On by the Red Hot Chili Peppers, The Perfect Drug by Nine Inch Nails, This Ain't a Scene, It's an Arms Race by Fall Out Boy, Time Is Running Out by Papa Roach, Why Do You Love Me by Garbage, You Got Another Thing Coming by Judas Priest, Zero by the Smashing Pumpkins. This is a Rock Band Classic Track Pack. I won't tell you the songs for this next game. I think this is like a Guitar Hero clone that was made by Konami. It says it's made by Konami. Rock Revolution. Actually, I think this is more like this was. They also did a Dance Dance Revolution, so yeah. I think I only played this like one time though. Up next is another HD collection. This time involving Sly Cooper. This is the Sly collection, which has the first 3 games: Sly Cooper and the Thievius Raccoonus, Sly 2 Band of Thieves, and Sly 3 Honor Among Thieves. Remastered in HD. Then there's also Sly Cooper 4 Thieves in Time, which was pretty good. I think there's going to be a movie that might be coming out this year for Sly Cooper. I might go see it if the theater, if there's a theater that's close enough to me but that has that. Up next is Sonic and Sega All-Star Racing, which was one of the one of the attempts of Sonic in a racing game. Probably one of the more well-received ones. But, yeah, I don't know if you can tell, but this is a pretty bad case on the side. I think I got it used, though, at GameStop. Up next is Sonic Generations, which I also have on the Xbox 360. So, yeah, this is a really neat concept to bring all those old classic Sonic stages back on a modern times or something. Even though this is technically from the last generation, we're in a new generation now. But yeah, this is Sonic Generations. This next one is a game that a lot of people really hated, and it's another Sonic game, Sonic the Hedgehog 06. I think this is like my first PS3 game, maybe. think I bought this before I had my original PS3. And I played it on my stepfather's when he had his, so there's a Sonic 06. And then next up, Sonic Unleashed, which I also have for the Wii. But I think these two are kind of different, actually. Anyway, this is Sonic Unleashed. 3 games left. And speaking of 3, the next game is Toy Story 3 on the PS3. Yeah. Anyway, I guess this game's okay. It's not too bad. It's based off of the 2010 movie. There's going to be a 4th one, I think, in a couple years. But I don't know if there's really any point in doing it now because Andy's grown up and everything. But that's a whole other story for another video if I ever want to do one. Up next is Twisted Metal for the PS3. The last Twisted Metal game in the series, I think. They might do another one on the PS4. Who knows? And the final game is a game that some of my friends on YouTube have, like Rodney, for example, Wheel of Fortune. I think I got this through the mail like 3 days after the release date. But yeah, this is pretty good. And there you have it for my PS3 collection. Once again, thank you for the birthday wishes and the specials that I've got that y'all have done for me. And I will see you all for my next video.